Hey everybody, welcome to Michael's Sapore d'Italia. I'm Michael, and tonight I'm going to be making chicken Francese, which is pretty much a fan favorite for most people. I have started the preparation for this. The pasta is already cooked, and the olive oil is in the process of heating up in the frying pan. So I'll walk you through exactly what I'll be doing um, and what ingredients are going to be used. So I have 2 cloves of garlic. I have a half a cup of melted butter. I have 3 eggs. I have a 1 cup of chicken broth and a half a cup of white wine. And along with the eggs, I've also put in roughly about a half a cup or so of grated pecorino romano. This way, it creates like a batter for your chicken, and some flour. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your chicken and you're gonna dredge it in some flour, and then after it's been floured, then we'll take the chicken and then put it into the egg and the cheese mixture, and this is what it looks like. So first we're gonna take the floured chicken breast that we have here, and we're gonna put it right in. You want it to look like a batter, okay? So you take it like this, and you put it right into the pan. Take one more, soak it up nice, and we'll put it right in. And you want it to get browned on both sides. And once they're brown, you want to take them out because then we're going to make the sauce for the Francese. It's almost like a chicken omelet with egg and cheese. I also like to put a little extra egg in there. And I put the egg off to the side. It's a little special treat for myself later on. So once we have it nice and brown on both sides, we take it and we move it out, and then we're going to deglaze the pan with some wine and the rest of the ingredients. So this is definitely a fan favorite for most. It's on most of your menus in your Italian restaurants. Um, it's a flavorful dish. It's a hearty dish. It's a very inexpensive dish to make. So depending on the size of your family, obviously, a couple of chicken breasts. Even if you get them thick, just fillet them a little bit, and then pound them some. Um, but it is a very economical dish to make because it doesn't really take a whole lot. It's just chicken breast is the most expensive part of this. You can use a half a cup of wine. You use 1 cup of chicken broth. Any brand is good that you like. Um, some grated cheese and some pasta. It's really that's it, and some lemon. So it's not really an expensive dish to make, um, as it pertains to most dishes. Let's see how nice that's coming out on that side there. Yeah, we'll turn that over. And I love the little extra egg on the side. I take that for myself. It's like a little dessert. I'll make sure the spaghetti doesn't stick. Okay, so everything's looking pretty good. That's some of the egg that we're speaking of, so I'll just put that off to the side for myself for later. that now. Mm. Absolutely delicious. Even without the chicken. Mm. Great. So now have this in the pan. Just give it another minute or so. You want it to have a nice little coating. See, that's what I said. It almost looks like a chicken omelet. Um, so now that this part is just about completed, we're going to take them out. I'm going to put them in a separate plate. We'll put that off to the side for right now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in our garlic, about 2 cloves. We're going to add in, and the 2 cloves of garlic you're going to put in, you don't want it to burn, so just get it nice and lightly brown. And once that's done, you're going to take your wine, put it in, and deglaze the pan some. Then you're going to add a half a cup of melted butter. Go around. You're going to add in the lemon. Okay, so in here you have 1 cup of chicken broth, a half a cup of white wine, whatever preference, whatever you prefer, a half a cup of melted butter, and that's really it. And your lemon. You're gonna use the juice of 1 lemon. That should be suffice. So let's mix that up. I'm gonna raise the heat on it a little bit. I'm gonna bring it to a boil. Let it simmer down. Let it cook down some because the alcohol needs to cook down a little bit. Keep mixing it. And once that comes to a boil, then you're going to take your chicken and you're going to put it back in again. So what I like to do is I like to throw a little bit of parsley in there too. Mix that around. So a lot of people like to use different kinds of meats too. Just because it says chicken Francese doesn't mean you can't use veal. A lot of people use veal. You can put shrimp with this as well. There's many different things that you can put. You know, it's a pretty much it's a lemon based sauce. You know, lemon and wine. There's chicken broth in there, and if you prefer, I know some people that like to use like a almost like a thin steak. I would substitute the chicken broth for beef broth. That's really the only variance between the two. All right, so this is cooking down nice. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come back over here, grab our chicken, and put it back into the pan. and the sauce will start to thicken up a little bit. It's coming out beautifully. It smells delicious. I know you can't smell it out there, but maybe one of these days I can find you in my kitchen, or you could find me in a kitchen near you, and then you could smell this as well. And what I also like to do is, I'll use my spoon here. I like to take some of the broth that's already cooking in there and put it in with my spaghetti or linguine. Just mix all that up in there. It's coming out great. All right, so it's thickening it up nicely because it's cooking down. Okay. And we'll cut this off. Okay, start off by putting some spaghetti right in the dish. A lot of people like to put the spaghetti on the top. Some people put it on the bottom, off to the side. I like to put it on the bottom. Okay. Then we take our chicken. How beautiful that looks. Plates up so nicely. And we'll take a little bit more parsley and just put that over the top a little bit. Beautiful. And then we'll just take a little bit of lemon and dress up the plate a little for you. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is my chicken Francese. And I hope you learned something. I appreciate you watching and following along. Until our next adventure together, I look forward to seeing you soon, and buon appetito.